Many are called, or many are invited, few are chosen. Now, hang on a minute. Didn't we have a welcome service with ribbons streaming out of the door just a few months ago with the important message that Jesus welcomes and loves all exactly how you are, without a need for qualifications? And now there is a bouncer system at the door mentioned and eviction over dress code. Nadine, do you want to start wearing a slightly muscular, as a bouncer system? It's not my colour. Might give you that but so is this reading that we heard this morning a contradiction to Matthew 10, 40 to 42 that we had then? Is it a strong slant on John 14:6? I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Another verse that has the potential to sound like a bottleneck. As I read Matthew 22, 1 to 14 several times, I felt an uncomfortable amount of judgment and harshness. So I felt it to be a really big challenge for me to explore words that represent us all, or God's word, as the reading could evoke very different initial thoughts and emotions in each of us. Emotions, then thought. That's how our brains work. I should perhaps mention that emotional intelligence has been the topic of the month for me, as I was asked at work if I would mind running a section on emotional intelligence as part of a training course for Project Technical Leadership up in Warrington 2 weeks ago. I was delighted, as a key part of the emotional intelligence training is based around neuroplasticity, how we can train our brain to feel differently about things, which can be really important for treating anxiety, for tackling prejudice, for improving relationships, and boosting confidence and self-esteem. You'll also notice that it's the only part of our brain that can evolve over time. So it's the great gift is that you can teach an old dog new tricks, and you can always explore different ways of looking at things. I won't go into too much detail, but we'll just mention that wonderful Natalie in our congregation has fascinating knowledge about neuroplasticity and is well worth seeking out to learn more about it. For now, the key point is we all feel a lot of emotions all the time, but we can train our brain to consider the background to those emotions and consider alternatives. So I thought we could have a little neuroplasticity experiment right here in church today. As you came in, you were each handed a coloured card. Please, could you all stand up as you're able and hold them up now? Okay. Wonderful. Oh, sorry, I should have warned you. You can pick another one here if you'd like. Okay, so could all those with a yellow card please gather here, close to the pulpit, in the first few rows on this side here. All those with a green card, please can you join Nadine over on the other side. Those with a blue card, if you could go to the Ignite corner in the back, please, where the books and toys are. And those with a red card, please can you gather by the door next to our wonderful automated system now installed. Right, you can take a seat in that area now, please. Thank you. Excellent. Thank you very much. Now, regardless of how you responded to Sheila reading Matthew 22 to 1 to 14, I will now very cruelly dictate to you your emotive response to that reading. Those with yellow cards, joyous awe. This reading perfectly represents my faith. Those with green cards, Curiosity. This reading puzzles me and I want to understand it better. Those with blue cards, denial or apathy. This reading makes me feel uncomfortable and I'd rather turn elsewhere, hence the toys and the books. And please do sit down if you'd like to, but you're fine whichever. Those with the red cards, anger. This reading angers me and I am repulsed by it. And now I'd like you to act out those emotions, strengthening your group members' feelings with convincing emotive reasons and references to the passage, which I'll put up on the screen just for reference. So you need to act as though you are definitely in the right corner of the church. If you do have doubt, and you're all allowed to feel doubt, then it's your cohort's duty to convince you back to your card's feelings. So you can take it in turns and just explore it. And perhaps doubting, you can explore another card colour or another alternative colour that we haven't even spoken about. Enjoy. Yes, you can feel discomfort, but not that much, I think. But thank you very much for participating in that, everyone. What was it like to be forced to feel a certain way? How important was it to be given the freedom to doubt, to question, to ask, to explore alternative thoughts? I hope it didn't feel too uncomfortable to spend time in another perspective that doesn't reflect your view. But I also hope you didn't feel too comfortable if you did indeed randomly pick the best card for your instinctive emotion. So all I really wanted to do was to sort of just explore other things, especially when it's a challenging reading like that. It can be a really good exercise to just sort of think, does it represent my faith? Would I rather be reading something else? Do I need to find out more? Does it anger me? And then sometimes just explore the reason behind that anger a bit more. And I can assure you that God invites you to all of the emotions. Absolutely, always, always. There are so many references to how much doubt and return and exploring faith is absolutely key to his relationship with us. So
Notices. First one is, are you sitting comfortably? No, there's not many. I'd just like to say a huge thank you. The doors are working. Just magnificent. I know it's going to make a huge difference to so many people. Secondly, please, if you have any spare, clean jam jars, could you please bring them to church, ready for the light party where we are going to decorate them, please? Also, at the back of the church, there is a sign-up sheet. I would really appreciate some help with producing some party food for the light party. So that is on 31st of October, a Tuesday. So if you could have a look after the service, that would be wonderful. And then on the prior to that, on the 29th of October, 4 p.m, a cup of tea and a piece of cake, and then we will lead straight into a very beautiful, contemplative Teze service. So make sure you've got that date in your diary as well. And then on November the 5th, we have our annual Churches Together Memorial and Thanksgiving service for those whom we've loved, but we don't see any longer. So please enter those dates in your diary. And can I also say a big thank you to the music group and Edward for teaching us a new song. That was just amazing. And thank you. Beautiful words. That's me. Back over to you.